I'm here with internationally renowned scientist Dr. Bill Hannon. And Dr. Hannon, you are really the help develop what we call restoration biology. In layman's terms, could you tell us what is restoration biology? Why does the man and woman out there really want to know, take this seriously?
Well, restoration biology, as the name indicates, is our study of how we restore ourselves to the optimal function of our bodies. And so that really means anti-aging, that means getting to our youngest, strongest self within the genetic confines.
Forever Green has a very large family of products, like everything from essential oils to weight management, whole foods to personal care products. But we're going to just focus today on a couple of our supplements. So maybe you could give us a short tour. Now, Dr. Hannon, I think we'll finish with the number one killer on earth is heart disease, right?
It is, and
what's our solution? What do we have to offer people that are concerned about their cardiovascular system?
You know, the fact that it's the number one killer is probably one of the saddest things, because we know so much and can prevent so much. Again, this whole idea in restoration biology that the body knows how to heal itself. It wants to be healthy and it knows how to heal itself, but it needs the necessary substances to work with that. Oftentimes when we look at our diets, it's not what we eat, it's what we don't eat. And so the focus of Forever Green on whole foods, I think, is very appropriate. But the development of the Pulse 8 product was to combine Nobel Prize worthy work in the role of arginine and its function, along with a supporting cast of 8 other components that allow us now to not only deal with this one aspect of the arginine, but the whole array of things necessary to heal the cardiovascular system. And again, when we look at whether we're talking about AIM or Pulse 8 or any of these, none of these are curing anything. That's a drug claim. A drug comes in and takes over. But these are dietary supplements. These supply the necessary building blocks, the necessary information, the tools, and the intelligence of the cells then take over. Once they have the necessary information and so forth, they can heal themselves, and over time they do. One of the things that we have to remember is that in dietary supplementation, we're looking at getting at root causes, and we're looking at healing. Healing takes time. It's not a drug that, in 10 minutes your headache's gone or something like that. This is something that is basic, that is extended over a long time. And so the Pulse 8 has the ability, again, to correct the cardiovascular problem, not because it's correcting it, but because it's making possible the correction of this by the cells themselves, all along every artery, every vein, and in the muscle of the heart itself.
Well, I recently had the opportunity to do 2 tests. One is a test that really looks at the cellular health of the body, and it really looks at what your true biological age is. So I'm 58 time of this shooting, but I'm 45 from a restoration biology or cellular health point of view. Also was just recently tested for cardiovascular health. And again, I've been using the products now for over a year, and my cardiovascular system, in fact, the doctor came out, and he's about 40 years old, and he said, scratch his head, and he says, your heart is far better than mine. You're testing as a healthy, athletic 30-year-old. That really tells us about restoration biology.
It does. I mean, we can talk all the science, but when it comes right down to it, what did it do for me?
Exactly.
There's always been cardiovascular problems in my family, and my father died of ventricular dementia. And so it was something I always worried about. I didn't want my family to go through what we went through with him. And so my cardiovascular age was 98, and after Pulse 8, I'm down to 34. And what a relief it means, because it means I'm going to have a full, healthy life, and I intend on maybe jumping out of a balloon on my 100th birthday.
Just think of all the hope that we can give by allowing people the ability to take these products and use them in their own lives and the lives of their loved ones. We have the opportunity to not be condemned to our genetics, not be condemned to our environment, but rather to come to that level of control, to master our environment, master our genetics, and be the best person we can physically, which also makes us possible to be the best person we can be socially and emotionally. And you know, many people ask me about that. You know, and one of the questions they ask me is, you know, why do you design these products? And the answer is that I design them for myself. I'll let you guys use them, but I'm really looking out for myself in many ways. But the other thing is that I have spent 13 years in drug design and development, and the work that I did was locked up in journals and other things, and it never really got to the end user. For me, as we do these videos and so forth and talk to the general public, I want them to understand that I need them. I need you, I need everyone here, because what I do amounts to nothing unless someone is there to carry the message. And that's been one of the most gratifying things to having been in this industry now for over 20 years, but especially in Forever Green, because it lays in that context of the whole idea of being both a matter of health and of kindness and of opportunity, so that we look at our total health, not just our physical health, but our financial health and our emotional health and how we interact. And so that our lives are just that much more full within the context of what Forever Green is. And that's really why I made the choice to be here, because I felt that that was the best vehicle for what I had to offer the world.
So, Forever Green, welcome home.
One of the things about L-arginine, which is the primary ingredient in Pulsate, is the fact that it is the most studied amino acid in the world. Well, L-arginine is important because it's one of the natural building blocks that makes up proteins. We need to get L-arginine in each and every one of the cells where this metabolism process takes place. And those cells are the endothelial cells that line our arteries. We need to have L-arginine available so that when stimulated, our body can send out that critical messenger molecule to tell the smooth muscle cells to relax so we can meet the needs of the cells of our body downstream.